brought a beer to a whiskey tasting, son. Welcome back to another day as December rolls on and the battle continues. The fight intensifies, and we are, I think, now getting to the sharp end, the deep end of the pool now, because, as you can see, it's Adelphi, and when it's Adelphi, you are not mucking around.
Yes.
So we're going to expect pretty big things from this one.
Yep, ladies and gentlemen, fasten your peat belts because this
that's
is
a good one.
Caol. It is a exclusive bottling for this year's Dramfest, our homegrown festival. This is a 10-year-old, 2014-2024, a sherry hogshead matured Caol.
Done the proper way. One of a scant, an absolutely scant, considering over 1,000 people went to Dramfest. 306 bottles. And that's it. That's it. That's about as much as you get out of a hogshead. It is 54.0% ABV, and it's going to be a good one. Like rather, Adelphi does not bottle bad whiskey. That's simply not their MO. But
I did not get
how good this is.
To sample this one at Dramfest, so this will be a first for me. I am looking forward to it.
The question is, can it muscle its way past the competition? I know it's going to be good, but how good is it going to be?
Lots of peat, but also lots of sherry.
So the colour alone is just really quite sumptuous.
Do we have that cork?
We do.
There we go. Safety first.
So yeah, sumptuous.
Yeah.
Sumptuous colour. And in terms of cask, the real difference there, the real signature is sherry hogsheads, not butts. We are living in the butt future. It all changed once everything was mechanised, and suddenly moving a butt around was no big deal because you had a machine to do it. Now, if you're going to use hogsheads, you really need to put the love. You need to be doing it for a very specific reason, and that reason is top quality, because that's the only thing they now offer when it's no longer a case of 3 men physically can't lift this. We need something that 3 men physically can. The game completely changed, and the need for hogsheads disappeared. So props to distilleries or indeed bottlers, because I'll bet this came from Adelphi's warehouses, keeping the flame of the hogshead alive, because it really does produce the best whiskey. So full strength, which isn't major. It is not major for only 10 years.
Yeah, that's an active cask.
Oof, but it is pretty majorly prickly on the nose.
A good, rich Caol fug of greasy wharf at dawn, some coal smoke, some hemp rope.
I can really only get so close to this. The heat is too intense. So,
but also there's that richness of the sherry. It is not holding back on that.
I can't. I'm having trouble getting to the sherry. I'm getting past the sort of industrial layer of Caol.
It's like there's almost a street fight going on between the peat and the sherry there.
All right,
we'll try it. So strong, and both vying for dominance.
We'll try it at full strength, but I think this really is one that's going to not just benefit but require a bit of water.
Ooh, wow, it's very peat forward at full strength. The sherry's there, but it's more of a supporting act. It's like you have it first and foremost as a peaty whiskey, backed up by this undercurrent of marmalade on toast.
Yeah, marmalade's a good one. I think we're going to see a lot more with water. I think it's not closed. It's just very angular without a bit of water.
This should, I think, blow up the sherry character without subduing the peat too far. That's what I'm hoping for, at least.
So that's immediately fogged that one. So we're dealing with a lot of dissolved goodness in here. And that's a bit more indicative of Caol.
Oh, yep, there's a lot of... Oh, it's still very seaside, though. There's briny kelp. Shellfish.
What I'm conspicuously not getting is the smoky bacon. You normally get a bit of smoky bacon with your Caol. There's... Caol is lemon, citrus, and smoky bacon, in addition to all the peat. But The citrus is there, certainly, although a bit modified by the sherry wood, but the bacon seems to have taken a rest day on this one. I guess the big thick sherry flavours maybe override.
Yeah. And the bacons have been an especially strong one for me with Caol Ila, but hey, subject to taste a little bit.
It's I'm trying to think of if there's even a smokier bacon area one, and it's Lashig. Lashig is where the home of the bacon, but that's a separate conversation.
That has melded those competing sherry and peat notes together. Now it's just it's harmonised really, the sweetness and the fruit.
That's going to take
that
even a bit more
smoke and a touch of salt. Lovely though. Oh, I'm glad having this chance to try this one. This is a special wee beastie.
It really is quite good. It is mature far beyond its years, and I think that is the hogshead difference. If this had shown up like most others and it was but matured, I think at 10 years old for a heavily peated Caol Ila, it would be tasting quite hollow. But the integration that we're getting here is, I think, the difference, and that's what the real deal hogshead is bringing along, and it really is jolly good. It's not classically Caol Ila, but sherry matured Caol Ila is out of style anyway. That's never going to present as anything approaching the classic style of Caol Ila, which is just like everything else on Islay, very, very bourbon centric. But everything else is kind of there, and it really is working. Is the that integration between the heavier, soupier sort of stewed fruits and currants and red fruit of the sherry cask, the peat and the tang, the sort of seaside driftwood smokiness, really is quite harmonious in what it's bringing to the table.
It's remarkable that it's heavily peated and heavily sherried, but it's not an over-the-top whiskey. It's big, but it's not an unruly, bombastic kind of mess that some people would find unapproachable.
Yeah, I think I've probably reduced mine to below 40% now. I've put oodles of water in, and I think that's how I prefer it. I think that is now at its most drinkable, and getting all the way down there, it's quite a refreshing dram as well. It's initially dry, but finishes quite sweet as the wood sort of slowly creeps in. It's really, really very good. I'm fearing this conversation that's coming up.
There's a little warning hint on this. There's a certain catch in the throat at the end of this, a final kind of parting shot from the peat, which tells me if I had a couple of these, I'd be in for a very sore throat, possibly even a sore head sometime later.
So this is going to be a tough one. Okay. Let's mark the bottom first. I think if we're going any lower than the Pocono Winter Malt, I think we are making a mistake. I think this is better than Pocono Winter.
Okay.
The question for me is, does it go any higher?
I would have put this personally just below the Ardnamurchan AD10.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
The AD10 just brought a little something. This is excellent whiskey. It's excellent peated whiskey. It is just by every metric, it is a really good whiskey. I just simply enjoyed the Ardnamurchan.
That Pocono is going to be a real problem, isn't it? It's
real.
Not the Ardnamurchan, completely beside that Pocono is going to be an issue. I would, in terms of individuality and character,
sure, I
think this not by miles. I think this outdoes the Ardnamurchan 10, considering they're the same age.
Okay.
Although this as a genuine single cask, I think it has a personality that, as much as I thought the Ardnamurchan, the AD10 was fine. It was giving whiskey. This one is very much its own whiskey, and so I would nudge that just a little bit higher. Unless you were stalwart on the Ardnamurchan.
No, 10. I can understand your rationale, and I go with it being just above the Ardnamurchan.
I think I'm maybe a little bit biased in that really good, and I mean really good. Not let's YOLO on this whiskey, sherry butt, and see what we get, and people will buy it anyway. Really, attention to detail, hogshead matured sherry Islay whiskey is so rare and so special that I'm probably enthused just to be drinking it. However, I still think, in terms of some of its parts, this is a hair above the Ardnamurchan. But I won't fight it up. I won't try and I won't fight uphill to the Pocono winter malt. That would require too much energy.
Yeah. Okay, Adelphi Caol 10.
Though I will say, in case anyone's building personal lists, for me, this one would go above the Pocono, but I'm not going to fight that one above. I've got it as high as I'm going to get it. But yeah, this is, as one might have seen coming from an Adelphi bottling, pretty jolly good stuff. It puts them in the top
5 of the ones we've tried.
Pretty jolly good
far.
stuff. We might have to, if it gets really heated, we might have to have a head off from top 5 rather than top 3. I don't know. I'm just trying to maximise how much whiskey we get, legitimately. But yeah, really, really jolly good. I didn't even give it the customary shake, but look at that. It's like a bloody Coke in there. That's just a very, very, very good cask in a world where those things are becoming just astonishingly rare, just impossibly rare.
Adelphi has shown time again they know how to pick them when it comes to selecting the most interesting casks.
If there was anyone that didn't have to sweat it, it's Adelphi. They've got the resources. So keep doing what you're doing, and when I can afford you, we will have a discussion. But otherwise, it is very, very good to see it. When the man is dancing, I'm always there along with him, only internally. I'm not much of a dancer otherwise. Anyway, Slandra, we'll be back to another guess tomorrow, which if we are correct, which I think we are, I think Dave cracked that one. I think we're back on the true path. And what's the clue? It's going to be Craigellachie. That seems pretty indicative. I think we might need to give that one a second Google, because that strikes me as dubiously easy. All right, Slandra, we will see you tomorrow.